Tony Montana. We are first part of the sports. We are tidbits from the brain. And we'll match so at exactly 9:30. Sergio Laka and the rest of the crew on the Banafi on the midfield edition of the sports show at the brain. And there are questions and answers. So you can send your questions and answers through. Sabre de Amraso ya Twaso. Nafi ya de Machi Jubediano at the Abel. You may hear other stories and they make rounds and so Ghana. Not yet the home community can they are to just say and then Yamea Duma the original Natbo boss Babe Pakayansa near Natbo Jumedi Ewo Asante Mantem Titru Sabe Sutui Air Chasse. Yahweh, what are the plans? Which are the areas that people need to take note of? Sebeya and some intimate information. Nina and some Pimoha and Anope. Ewo Jumedi so Eba Aya Flada. Bonebang and then Sujiri Edi Ewo Ghana and Atitu Aye Asante Mantema. Nina Behon some and Anope. Your responsibilities, what we are supposed to do, what we are not expected to do. Not yet, and so these are now will be coming your way this morning as we progress. No, and some now my young can messages in the Kakrana Banafi. We are the one where they are trust. The one Katano so Baby Drew. We did the Ejuma exactly. Pepe, not yet said and some and so at him. But me fun to you say a nay. Who a message I bet him at the 0551 599 933. Yes, I can for yak and kind at the amount and net and pay. We as DJ Opay the more master from 24-hour economy. Promise has have to lie. Next 4 years we'll change them and bring a party that always fulfills its promises. Or no idea or their brain and pay. I don't know. We say I'm enjoying this powerful morning show from Koja Sempa Furniture Works at Doom Kumase. Koja Sempa Yadase. Eric Kwakubwadi, a patriotic voice, say a patriotic voice. If President JDM can clear Sami Jemfi's dollar gift saga easily, he should clear the Chief Justice too. And also Edia or the Abraham and paying. I don't know. OPK. Patriotic voice goes so. So I agree with the minority MPs in the petition against Sami Jemfi's charge, Yoko and OSP for breaching the code of ethics of public officials, foreign exchange laws, and financial accountability after Chief Clearing Agent Mahama cleared him and other current IDC and foreign formal appointees on corruption. And it shows they came to create, loot, and share taxpayers' money and not ready to fight corruption. This is not the risk that they promised Ghanaians. And also, Edia or they are bringing, and no, Ibo Boating will never be him. As a member of the MPP Media Patriot, I don't understand why Guta is still not reducing their prices because the city is gradually getting better against the dollar. The earlier, the better. And also, no. I think we see Lawrence Wachi, Hector Fro Buche was in New Sorin Quanta, Urban Unity Oil Filling Station, was Ghana, is for all of us. So if I were the energy minister, I'll consult the Leonardo-led government to find out how they kept the lights on for 8 years without complaining to Ghanaians. When John Jinapol is telling us, what John Jinapol is telling us is not what they were voted to do. Fix the problem and let's move forward. And also, Edia or the Abene and pay and Masaudo Kumasi Bantama and so the beer praying. Also, the looming power crisis has caused fear and panic in the country. We are urging the current administration to act immediately to secure fuel supplies and stabilize the power sector to avoid plunging the country into total darkness. No, Edia. No. Now, OPK, I think I've read that one as well. Now, Yabeko the one cat. Now, Yashe the one cat and summer. And then Anope APP. Now, Yedi and Komo. And so, I will a Jumedi and so. Now, Ma Yashe, na Yanka and Sam. But my mouth for Kwabasa. Na Yentwasu. Baba.
Yodi.
Now, walk all day.
Walk on our way.
I'm Yadum.
Today is Friday.
And if you that.
Thank God it's Friday.
Definitely.
You did not move for wedding come on. So no, but it's still like irregular crowd.
Still
May 16th.
Yeah.
Now I said the by now yo. Climate change na ye kana amanfontino. If you look at last year, amanfo twa omo bru nyina to go.
Of course, yes.
Because nsuo na nto.
Yeah.
E dey buy beti say forecast no. Eye. E ma ya na afia hombobo anso a. Also obi a ye de twen nsuo no.
Yeah.
Ya hwe na ye di honkomo.
Yeah. Yo, yanko de bon krata ni mo na yen hyase. Na yen hwe ho ensem. For Daily Graphic and Chassis.
Sure.
Now, Daily Graphic said Ghanaian threaten theater goes global. Okay. Ghana must go. Response to big push initiative. And also our Kratana and MTG Mfuni at the Hanum say ya. Say ne ba ye drama ne in Cronebana ye koye nim papa. And no at the Kratanum and so enim ewaha. Akim Oda Primary School ransacked. Hey. We roofing sheets, fittings, burglar proof, stolen. We primary school I work him that and they say okay.
Yes.
Said your makan. Oma children no sanya bekan.
Yes, Runi uti mboka na chem. Ono ba children akima. Now was spell also children akro. It's not akro.
Achimoda manka kan for there Achimoda and no ensem enso ha National Security Rescue Mission details in kidnapped woman's case and also how much chim kwanya mo fa so a omudi rescue amanfo no ni nyina ko Daily Graphic anima
Yemfa Daily Guide and Twaso Daily Guide and so for your hair and Kania hon sem so nyamfo John Japon funi wa on the left top corner no was a power crisis looms. Said ready to Jano say your so for which say found we was a degree thermal plant no mono aka 2.6 days.
Hoba first day no kind.
I know say aka 5 days.
5 days. See 5 days no say aka
2.6 days. It yenye bi edmani mu aka power for so che say it almost 400 million. They are by 18 May on shut it down. By the new numero no and our ministry this station by so ma procure 450,000 liters of oil aeba. It is no cost for alarm. There will be no doom so.
Anyway.
Ghana must go to drive global attention on our kind and say Rajifa Gomaship. So for her say sini ne amamre ne sane ma no kosoro ye behwe ama ya pega Ghana de wo e de akire wi asina Nungwa families file for injunction against Zoom Lions subsidiary and also ha unya banya details NDC fears me Mane kasa
untumi ana be
hanu amane saso na na jubo si akochema untumi o se NDC fosuro no se obeye MPP chairman ya obeye timpunim 2023 omo bo apa se na konta mine he ye beje ya jom license o se omusuro SMA innovation attracting global interest Professor Boateng and also Ewa Hanum.
Right, my entwaso enough for the Chronicle entwaso emmawa and on the actual human beast story for appear in whole court today and no Ewa Kratanum and so enim afei oko aye so ma wana mekwi so and I actual
dollar
withdrawals Boga Adam Smith like Rabi Agofo Adongo
na Abraham mi abae no MPP ba 2017 no why press conference was say wale Adam Smith you be kan nyina wetimi anye ave de Boga Adam Smith so go ka bia na no kwada also dollar da bank ya manyi
ho na bank
na ba has ha owa betimi yi de no na kwa ka say dollar withdrawal
Boga Adam Smith like
Right, the Boga Adam Smith right.
Anyway, my interest now for the canon trust. SML positions Ghana as a front runner in a drive to data sovereignty. Professor Boateng and Oduwe so at to a grab and so on.
Yanko Kuwakrata Ghanaian Times. The Ghanaian Times Kuwakrata on Soha was a mass decongestion, get off pavements, footbridge, ama give traders Tuesday deadline. before we Accra Metropolitan Assembly and so and Crackrupono, just say it could be brother Ebe. Mom tete pavement, Sunny foot bridges, so you know, be uncle. Yes, as a better. Final
warning, you know,
Master can be dear. I go say.
Edu tourism.
Just go to Central Kwadum KJT pavement almost they are back. To my casa the end there, yan shisheni ye. Padana sana musame ya ha. Say your market TV wasafo. Ye bi o binchi. Say ya nye commodities bi e push o mo se bi amo amoton nua no food stuffs nyina.
Monkwa.
We monkwa dia. Me di congestion there. Enye dwuma.
Emfa.
Ye pa wo mo no. Se ye pa mo mo a, wo se kan na mo fi da dem no. Ye pa mo mo a, anopa se oba wa chechire niema no, ne si obi store anim.
Na we ka krekuta. Okay. Ojina ho se di ojina.
So mo hemo, mo ye.
Ojina ho se ojina ne baby.
Mo he no mo hemo. Do obi twem na o pebia, na we yi ba kwa ma o. Eti mo twe mo ho a.
Mama spread it.
Eti kuma se dey sha se be 2 weeks ago no. E bo 435 na city gas ne kona.
Na mama.
De onye na dwen se ofiri ho. This all yes, she be say, sad dear, we will be at her. This all qua. No one move on the other.
I didn't call.
Now, you are coming to present on me.
Sir,
yeah, says Gassa, near Sabah.
This is not the first time.
Oh, your congestion, dear. Open be a babacas all says sky congestion. Make us all says cannot go.
So, one to 2 years.
That's it. Oh, yeah, dear, we didn't say, dear.
I'll say,
I'm a teacher 10 or 2 on the back. And there's so chimney say, I deal with they say fools, when they would prefer so pa or more motor fools, prefer slide. That is so hard fools for a while. You run by railways. Railways for say, Mount Vumura, and Mamma, that's your motor. Ufa Dumwa, will be stood we trabe ha, we charges ha, a quan
15, a day
treble baby. You're not correct, so better than but if you move everybody say, to me being truffles or quan. Everybody will go there.
Yes.
Moro market, you do home ton food super buakwe. Just go there. Open food super papa. You have to go there.
There was this one. I don't know. Maybe we can take a cue from that. And Asafo, friends, on Ipenu filling station. Adam Jahona police for the car besi ho na say omochi drivers na wo ho nyina because filling station runner complain say omo block on the crime. They no more ye na drivers ni nyina ko anim cop e bia also mu gina no nipa ne move ye ekọ
so we nyina ho a
we nyina omma so wo gina ho no be gina ho afro enti say ye pese ye ne ye move them to that place
ade ana no me ya kan ya na me de ne say opeso protect omo stores mo obi wo store oton housing oton earpiece oton charger obi nso akofa bi no wasese gu
ayimu case mu and the
ojina kwan say some dey hu nyina wase ojina kakra no pia kwa enu kakra ti di ono tisto mu no ho na beko
obi anko ho and odu kwan no ho no wato ne de no ko de be
so mu nyina sa de we upe bi ata go here to go here akra no to go to market so
anyway
okay to us MPP bans internal campaign until nomination open Jessica the African General Secretary Treasurer Penny ma MPP no phone wa ha o say NPP amanyuko no so mo say amamfo asase ye campaign dikadika say no o mabra bi antimi nyinti be ka say na me contest we just a peer nomination. We will improve road network, President Mahama. As I'm penny Mahama call Upper West.
I thank you, Thono.
Good one. Or catch her say Mujimidi. Tina me why. Also, I say mood by. You believed in me.
That's
why I'm here.
Okay.
Or say some more money men.
Kamini
say metimi asa be Ghana so ye ni ya. Kamu home say mi gina ha.
Yeah.
Eti unya ko wakata so homo ka kwan de masa. Say ka kwan de be enu abekwa. Enura amanse West also. This year ya omuji ni tu mo kasa no. Also with the help of the Mahama no. 4 years so na amanse kwan nyina o ma ye.
Hey.
Now see DC.
Was it nyina?
E ba o kwa kwese no. With the video no homala wo ya.
Anyway.
You sabi video amanse
kwan nyina no ma ye.
DC aba for no say with the help of the President Mahama 4 years in we ni ya amanse kwan nyina na masa.
Or the caveat at.
Titia break.
Also with the help. Say help na amanse.
Help the background team you amanse kwan nyina.
Anyway.
To was it titia break. Kaseme hwese ye be ye president no. Ye be bomode say kwan no mu die ni ya na die.
Ye be ye. na free amanfo nya gidie no
manage your expectation.
Anyway. Right, never ahead a Ghanaian publisher and Twaswa. So honey Atroman challenges CJ's removal process. Obi asande akwa
I know we saw another one. Manya black
Pim court se kwa mampeni fa so ko two articles bebre and or the support to yet na yinum. Bank of Ghana cuts Adongo to size. Hey, rubbishes reckless no dollar at the counter claim. Ayeka.
Sasa mo bakai no.
Okay. And I ehu.
Also in financial markets no. Ye wade bi wo ho a ensi na BBS. Just speculation.
Eno ko ama ni nyina.
Na o ka tro bi say me de dollar koto bank.
Na ye ma
me yi abama msidi.
There be.
Ana some go magazine for some money local safe bi nya penye dey. Me nsi mi fi na me mfa ngum. It Bank of Ghana was very swift. And on
Ban 10 I'm saying. I don't know.
God has been like we also say Bank of Ghana cut interest.
Anyway. I know our hand.
But you also say on man better say what is no.
Samom.
I'm saying my don't go back to say what is.
Because we need Dibre no kuta now because as a member. To be frank,
say what I say o me come here.
Ghana for being. But they should know that they should have known. Say Ghana for no won't take this one lightly.
No, it's natural in the financial world.
They won't take it lightly. Into how will you cancel be met test this water? How do you test this water? I don't go now for mono. This is on what jaswa. So better test you, so test you. Or na jaswa. Anyway, me and Twaso.
Does Ghana truly Twaso?
Does Ghana truly need a national career? Joyce Bawa Muktari writes.
Ghana here national career.
See, you here national career. Where your question mark is
enya we ho sem say Ghana ti.
You nim the ye kro.
Seki, you could terminal 3. Na a free enumerator calls and numerator pan a flight no do no aba. My flights na ba no we free Ethiopia airline ba Kenya Airways ba we ba na who pass into Ghana terminal na yesi no.
Ya the mama for
ni aeroplane ba ko kra ye Ghana de ya etu said do call London na South Africa da Dubai. Ni na nkrofo de na ere di matrenchi. Ira hopa. Iti asem wo kan de Ghana here bi. Ya pa.
Samira Literature Prize opens 2025 entries. Samira Baumia ne de no. Say 2025 Literature Prize ne we biem 2025 de no and also we biem. Over.
Yemfa the new crusading guide and to us also energy minister John Raponfuni waha was lies out imminent. Energy minister says Ghanaians will wake up to a country without power as ministry struggles for 1.1 billion Ghana cedis. No see here 1.1 billion near the Akoto crude aba. But no more as I say ebiba.
Why didn't they wait?
You see, why do you mean such
make that statement?
What does that panic? What's a war by now man I unpopular? You are making your government unpopular.
Why
so
do you come out to make that statement?
2.6 days near fuel aside.
And not 3 days.
Well, Brown soon so why said fuel.
So why then do you say that?
How do you manage your communication as a minister of energy? So now because of Casado don't you know as some go there so we bekayo also na ko akata nyina capture we the bear numere say what the 450,000 liters about obi an capture the all papers are saying say Ghana so ba the amount for Casa we do so ba he talks too much
anyway
maybe o kan na me de enu ane say was say MMDAs no bi e betua ne kan ya kan laudable ministry department in fact who come ministry bi a o ma pa adwuma kra nwumre o ma ko no na ACC so fine so bibia o mko bia no obi a mutumi gani nyina o no mko
I say nyom netua
because they don't pay for it
netua obetumi ato no office him or co live or to no office him na ne ma we nyina ACC so no akoso kodi 1 month na ACC no akwa na wasan aba. Yes. And the so more money a bahon pa na omuto ho anamom. Samira Baumia Literature Prize announced calls for Indonesia Aqua playwright Latifa Ubaka out with Ghana Must Go. And also I say international.
Yeah, I can't was inside that GBB. Over the counter dollar withdrawal still allowed.
And now I don't go much. Yeah.
Until 80 also communication you manage you.
Of course.
Say you be a oti asemu a onto boase
na be pre ho ka
de bia betrofo so ntina it do say to a banny idea. Information meet me breaky. See it information meet me break. Just who ya no
Debbie.
So to was it.
Yes,
sure. I don't go kai and your honest free back.
Yes.
So
Board member.
And your honest free back.
Debbie.
And I'm a beauty for the master say, me who say maybe I be you. It's a parliament or sit here.
And can you
God that's sweet.
Anyway, ma yemfa ayado bokata no de aka no emfa ento so emmamwa. Ye ko na fe yahwe the Daily Post ho na yatro say payroll fraud, 2 national service managers interdicted in Brim North. Payroll fraud no once and some na see and the national service in penny for ni bi yachibi ewo anase ye diomo ana ye come ehwemo nsem and so Brim North afi ma yenkoi na yenhwe no power crisis looming. Energy minister should say yemfa de him first one and answer second one no and no na wo ka ho asem no e wo ha afi city gains lower prices show economy is stabilized. President Mahama so thank you to and odi etuja say enye fluke ha we say o mabɔ adwuma papa we policies a omo ede aba eno na kan bi na man na city no enso ekɔ nenim afei Gold Board has no dealings or contract with SML Sami Jemfi and now this answer means so aba abetu idwa.
Yamfa the Daily Searchlight Kuwakra Tano and Tuaso Searchlight is also removal of CJ Tokono Pamai sealed in Supreme Court.
Nipa now they call Supreme Court and now they and some naban okay. Right. Ghana no.
Scrap dealers destroy Ghana's roads and infrastructure. Ura so for your hair car kwan near quantum also governs Kwame Abuja and what is scrap dealers no.
I say ya di omosogu kamuni.
Say
nye mo omosogu kamuni.
That's a good one.
Say articulator set is nye gum ni loader omo twe. That ni nyina na yemfa so bom amba no because nka railways no ye adwuma. Ka wenum nyina ensi.
Asaba na make up one cry land for last time na make. Scrap no so almost se pa na articulator na ba. O say daddy.
Daddy nkwa.
What come be on compressing no da.
Min gura hoda.
That come do be ko. O magigi awie no. O masegu adi mu a o ye compressor and pressing no pa me say full bill. Na keodi ba ko. Se nya kei ne forklift na be eja.
Untimi nkukuru.
No wie ni lodu articulator no ba. Untimi say wait no bros. Di ka we wadro abu ankra.
Nanka wo ye go.
What the fuck one so a concrete tema. Na car articulator na yes Accra road na e be say Iti yade Ghana say name bo ho a yento ye bo ase. Ghana Hotel Association still gamro over another over royalties and also some e ha. Ghana records 83.83 billion in 2024. Oman no yeto ya itimi gie no. Who asem and oka or satellite mu e hey.
But yeah for the Daily Statesman and twaso e wo hanuma ene adongo nipa de penny was
one boss anyum no asem nipa de penny was
anyway the Daily Statesman say BOG exposes Isaac Adongo over dollar account misinformation. Ono edian sene 20 Adongo ne wajibe bia ya Adongo ntinifoni eda hanum say ena afei Citizen 6 SC clarity on CJ removal and also ye the kind aka ho ensem enso e hanum say afei ma yenko ase okay samira de no esan e waso esa boso e honum right
yemfa the inquisitor ko wa krata no entwaso inquisitor say OSP's payroll fraud probe 6 persons convicted as OSP track collaborate to fight grafts. I say Ghana payroll they be a ka ho asem say omo hwe so eye ho adwuma no
ghost na nipa na diom no wuram no
nipa bia na dum ko wuram nipa timi di ghost ko
wuram
se ghost pa itimi nya ne chi ne ye ya wanya nipa no bi ya chem no for the first OSP di aba so watimi age 106,000 bi abeto man for
how many years ni
nti o se o ye adwuma
how many years
o ye adwuma
anyway
ye to aso inquisitor o se hey ato you are doing magic.
Hey, ato we dey akwa afenyo markets atu ya ofa yi na wako pick free ho. Hey,
ato. You are doing magic. It's somebody's opinion.
Okay.
Unya the increases akuraka tada ewum. Swag at 50 planning a nomination committee form. And also send a for sports writers.
Sports writers.
GRA discounts SML claims and so Erika Kanwasa da. Unya kuraka tada increases ta ni nyina ewum.
Right, me anko the informer so na infanto so John Jinaposo and so ono so ginidin. Ono so ha doomso looms as minister cries over inadequate fuel. Odi kan aba nwumre no aba abechim senye sanity. Fuel prices drops today as city strengthens and also other paper no enso enim afei NCCE faces operational challenges and also copy panema call for sustainable funding and urgent infrastructure upgrade
in parliament of her state institutions so no call around don't go do NCC for dia
anyway payroll fraud OSP secures a conviction against 6 deepens interagency collaboration and also our kratano and name
right yeah also they are near the Tukurakata the daily gist and it was so our chop up Vivian Gill's house. NDC women's organizer threatens. Vivian Gill Lawrence, ya yes ni mfuni ewa. Na eno na kuwaka taika say I have no south on and north. And they show Mama Vivian Gill contract you a school fee.
School fee
and I was hey, era. Yes, in near
southeast.
Yeah, campaign. Na delegates the obey funia basa organizers who so see us over your school feeding. So what's what any audio nibi?
I am it. We can say for
many president
anyway.
OSP secures first conviction in 6 years. Just OSP by fancy any. I've heard what me did the baby asem say. O me digana me. First case to hold CJ's removal and also I can't want some of that. Blows at Jubilee House. Senator Valerie face off. Oi. Jubilee has some the other and 10 pieces out. The delegates as a crazy or Montemu. Saka Senator the zone on your Jubilee House. And I'll hold on name Valerie one of the respected ladies, Valerie Soya. Been some crazy Kuwaka te uko inside page na of the Nchichimu nyina abema pay 3 ho e details nyina ewo.
Right. Ma yanko Republic Press na yenhwe Mahama touts economic gains commends Finance Minister Bank of Ghana Governor no wahidika kanetona woko wapa east no na ode ensemi ade atudwa afei okwa Kofi Jume's home raided as national security goes after state cars.
Na Kofi state car had ya fakọ.
Now ode to one mo yede. Ade we free so.
Wona na do ka se mu bia ntoka. Ti Kofi misro.
Fakọ.
Saban car ho dia fakọ.
Anyway, 2 monkeypox cases detected in Accra. Ghana Health Service and the way abba ti monkeypox no ho ensem no. Bank of Ghana reaffirms forest withdrawal rules. Travel allowances capped at $10,000.
I like this headline.
I know, and on one watch him or the detail above. Anyway, Doomso looms as fuel for power generation remains 2.6 days. Energy Minister wants.
You see, we're causing fear and panic. You shouldn't come and say this. Wow, ministry no more year who what the fool any be. What the whom beto Ghana for so doom sober.
Anyway,
Japan to wasi. My casatintin yan and toponko. Ghana Gold Board owns SML. No deal, no partnership. Some of you was Ghana Bull a him say SML. Ghana Gold were new near Pambiao. Say be track be my debbie. The Church of Pentecost again hands over first ever fire station built by a private institution in Ghana. But
wow, they need to be commended.
Fire tender mono
Cada institutions and any other organizations and churches in the Bikure Yebisia.
You're Roman Catholic, you're Presbyterian, you're Methodist, you're Anglican. These 4 churches here, and Kawamono, Eseno Maho, they know what's true. Pentecost. But when latest survey in the we Roman Catholic Pentecost near Soria Obodoso.
Okay.
Second in Ghana.
Okay.
But the name of more the same. Almost see school dying, almost see prisons, almost see hospitals. Now they have added a state of the art fire station. That is very, very commendable. Rashid Pelpo appointed co-chair of high level ILO conference in Geneva. International Labour Organization. Also Munshia Mon Geneva Honomaso. Ya so dwumtreni a okobua ma apedie ho nsem adwumanfo yedie no yakohwe ne aka ne constitutional conundrum. Ghanaian citizens demands constitutional clarity on Chief Justice removal process. I say way ibidia yakwa do biasa kokuta article 296 exercising discretion, power of discretion. You should be candid and fair, not capricious.
Where candid and fair no everybody draws a line.
They are debi the measure.
Ultimate measure. So how can you draw the
capricious?
Measure. That is the issue. Anyway. Papa. NWC. Right, na medical kase ne number for bedin komo ba me enkohwe video si ne yemra ye ba bedin komo afa aye disaster management ho ewo Ashanti region T2 na yahwe na me ne kan ko na yenkohwe ene the energy minister and some of the two just say MMDC so no ene power no mo mfa ne free bio mu betua yenkoti ensama John Jinapo ede etudwa.
In energy sector, either you call it subsidies, under recoveries, or shortfalls. This year, it is estimated at over 30 billion in terms of the shortfall. Yesterday, we had a session with the finance minister, and a lot of the people here were there. We require about $1.1 billion to procure liquid fuels alone. Unfortunately, and the PRC is here, the liquid fuel is not part of the tariff structure. And so you will be buying close to $15 billion of liquid fuel, and that has to be paid by the central government because it's not part of the tariff structure. As if that is not enough, what you call the reserve margin, which is a necessity, because you just don't bring plants to meet exactly what you consume. What if one plant goes off for maintenance or any situation? That is not also part of the tariff structure. More importantly, the tariff itself, ECG is unable to collect all the monies. And so you're having a deficit of about 2 billion cedis every month when it comes to ECG's collections. When you add that deficit and you add the fuel, which is not part of the pass-through, you are looking at over 30 billion. Car Power has just sent us a letter that by 18th, they will shut down the plant because we owe them more than $400 million. IPPs alone, we owe them $1.7 billion. And so it's serious.
We Yenra John Jinapo and Ode and some way and so the etudam and so na afei miensa nkwe energy minister the atudwa say energy sector bill no akone ye papa
this morning my headache
and so oka honsem womra Ode mepanyfo and so yanko president Mahama ho na yenti energy minister na afei yemra.
This morning my headache is how to get the next parcel of liquid fuel. The fuel we have to take us 2.6 days. We've placed order for fuel, but it has to be paid. We've procured some fuel on credit and working with the Ministry of Finance to pay. But the truth is that the Ministry of Finance also has its limits. And so we'll be going to Cabinet to discuss how we can improve on the sector. And that is why we are pushing for some private sector participation in ECG's operations. It does not entirely solve the problem, but it takes us to another level. Because if the collections are reduced from the 40% to say 5%, it means that we'll be collecting more. Cabinet has also adopted a position, and we'll brief you, Chairman. all MMDAs are supposed to pay for their electricity
and
bills.
so the energy minister and somebody to Jafianko, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama or the Akoto paying for a war any for solar to move and Konbani name say and a quina at the hono of a constructed. You couldn't go to the Omanpenny Edituja.
Cabinet will soon approve priority projects under the Big Push infrastructural program. Understandably, a significant number of these priority projects will be in the road sector. These works include the dualization of major highways, including the Accra-Kumasi, Accra-Takrade, Accra-Aflawo roads. We'll also tackle such as the Dambai Bridge, the Chia-Manfrom Bridge, rehabilitation of the Bupe Bridge, Daboya Bridge, and Yape bridges. We're also designing a new expressway between Accra and Kumasi, which will reduce the travel time between the two largest cities in Ghana to about 2.5 hours. During the campaign, we traveled on the terrible road network that has become characteristic of the Upper West region. In this region, under the Big Push, we are prioritizing the Wad Tumu Bolgatanga Trunk Road. And the Techiman Wenchi Bole Wa Hamile corridor. Sections of the Sola Fufuso Road will also be resurfaced to improve connectivity between the Upper West and the Savannah and Northern regions. These roads will not only enhance trade and transport, but they will also stimulate cross-border business and revive economic activity. Equally, we'll upgrade roads in the Wa East, Nadoli, Dafema Buse, Isa, and Sisala East districts to improve access to markets, schools, and health facilities. My brothers and sisters, work will begin very soon. In a few months, you see contractors on all these roads, because the money has been provided in the budget. This year we set aside 14 billion Ghana cedis for the Big Push. And the Finance Minister has assured me that all the contractors will get 15% mobilization to be able to mobilize to site.
All right. So that is His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. And Big Push agenda no or the betu say a kwan ahodo omo ebetimi ayo titu de a link the rest of Ghana to the upper east region no and or the in some ekokotu dwa e wo hanum sei ene nyame adom yenya nadmo empanyifo enso e wo fidiem ha yeko na afi yakwa kodi enkomo e di afa nadmo eho ensensem eho ye twen se penipa ono eda nadmo regional Ashanti regional nadmo boss obabeka yensa na yedinkom but ni PRO ha yebedi enkom before that yebekodwa so aba na afi yaba bedinkom mamenko na memma Mr. Ahmed Tijani anase Prince Ahmed Akwaba ono ene nadmo Ashanti region Kasamafo Obani Maakye
Buru
na bokode
the
nyamiasi ampa right over yengo dwa so mre na yenhwe niam wose yekodi hu dwa na yedi hu enkomo enso ewo edwa so na yenhu sede eho ensem no enso etie ene ye kase nim se ensem ahodo bebre ho ma awsa manfo ekodwa so na omo eko na omo ekotobie na eboa ma omunyumadi ekoso ofa yesha say
Grace Gift Herbal Center almost see infanto him say Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services na free or see infanto him say we Ghana ni bia mode abra na how be da so a omna betimi hunu na moto ase na yade no de na bro for the chain so mo mfidi etimi hunu yade no ba bia wo ne ba bia stage a eduro ena nyame adom Grace Gift Herbal Center the Laboratory Service aba omo timi hunu yade kro no de free ene ba bia wo ne se de eduru nyina no na omutime ye ho adwuma na ose yade bia ni ho a omo entimi nto ase uduru a stroke yade ne da so mojamu asikyade diabetes hypertension hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E, typhoid fever, malaria, stomach ulcer, fibroid, skin infection, prostate cancer, prostate enlargement, shrinking penis, and exclusive vaginal steaming. Yama mangwa. I won't na ye ding, bem why ye mre on pim, will be a cotton no ya dear no. Ya dear wing na no, what drew Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and laboratory. Now to a siama, Kumaso Uhim School Junction. Uhim School Junction, Barakese Kwano Soda Bihung, and Cransomo New Achimota Petroleum Bangalore, opposite Family Life International School. 0246 518003 0246 518003 and 0543 320 030 0543 320 030 and 0244 126 136 eso omuye adwuma efri dwada e de kopim kwesiada anapa no nson kopim enwumre nunumbia
me fa nto wanim se enei ash foam ese yaba oba yadwene ho na yedo wonti yebeso dem ye fe enti na nei yatena se ayenhye e de products a ebeboa ma wodem ayekrabehwe ye de aba na yewo couches yewo dining sets sanso yewo wide range of beds mattresses ahodo yewo sofas yewo dresses afei yewo enema bia madam eyefe eye nika no yakofa bi e de aba na de wo mu ne se enei ukọ ye shop no mu bia obetimi atọ ma na ehwe niema na watọ no yesa ha ye ma percentage up to be 30% discount na wonso odi akọ na odi akọ akodi udwuma ompewe na opeden adentanfo ni enchim ewo ash foam ye showrooms ahodo a ewo Kumasi ha na onien emedi nkomo ane nkita ho Kumasi mall ye showroom ewo ho Santase ebi wo ho Tafo ahojo HG mall main office no yata friend Melody showroom and ewo Kasi anako ash foam depo bi benwo okwa no abomidin se ke o de se memra na oba wa woni sukura betan wo de wunyi ni nyina efe papa friend was 0542 697487 0542 697487 and 0556 579214 0556 579214 na yenyo so
Kessben University College na air free osi phantom so bia we senior high school so open university papa akọ ya on catch bibie mu a eno ana Kessben University College Ghana Tertiary Education Commission ya jomatum ya momo accreditation na yedoma affiliate KNUSC Suaponti o Kessben University College a certificate bi ede ma wo no efri KNUSC na eba course mo Bachelor of Business Administration omo accounting option marketing human resource management banking and finance na omo saranso na omo BSc Information and Communication Technology. Also, BSc Computer Science Entrepreneurship. Bachelor of Science in Midwifery, Nursing, Public Relations, Public Administration, Politics and International Relations. Na so person called Kessben University College. We SS no. So you have 3 credit passes. Our core subjects no English, Math, and Science. And if you let it suggest so me and sap what they ebeka home. But they so prepare admission form be at all. Ura multi-credit savings salon. Quarter be a benwa. When you be at all, a fake Kessben University College City Campus, or doom, and they are said the house, they are the Dean Shenmo, or call Kessben Media, or Bakumasi do Masada House, or con crying Kessben Twin Towers, Abrosel, or Kwabena Circle, and so on, to be or main campus, no Ewa Continency, Lake Road, anyone can sell 0501 6373 0501 6373 0264 170475 or so.
Me have to just say Kessben Travel and Tour say enei yegina homa yebedi ho afofi ya boawo amwa konto ho nsem etimi aye boko na aye fofofo e de amam se wutu kwan na befa wiem hyen ene de akonko ade a ene odadwen no mane nye odadwen mane mo mmeda ye so na toto niema aka no ne nhwe wakonto ho nsem nyina na yemfa emaw se fa ticketing hu se eye afutu na wope ewo akontu ho se eye hotel na apese reserve maw se flight ben na airco de he kura na airco bia wo kɔ no time ben kura na etu de he na bɛkɔ direct de he na sabi ebeye transit ne nyina no fa ho dadwene ba bedan na yemmoa na fa wetumi tukwan na kwa ba so ndwemu ya ɔhaw bia enkoto so na de wo mu ne se yasan de ba kwa ba be pi so yadwene ho enti enei wa ye onhihye nyina awie afese akaska de betwa ticket no de akɔ no ɛho aye dene de amaw ma wa be mu muate bra na ene nsi nkunya na enya nhye betwa ticket na maw na nhye wo ho no wadi so pepepe be ho Kessben travel and tour ewo first floor Aseda House Edum Kumasi Freyen was 0209 434999 0209 434999 na yenyo so
afi ma men kan for ema se also aware se betim na ye kama pa dia na Ghana Baptist Convention Kumasi Southwest Association Zone 5 omo tonsa de afrɛ se bomode abra na be polish aware wo awom dada ne wo afi na obekomo dwedi o de ba no wato ni se Marriage and Family Life Conference na semon bedwene ho bi ene se de entia sebe sex na hia wawade bu pa afi marriage transition se ware foforo ai foro no efe bedu ba bi oba no benyin sen na ne be sisa owo a na sakraye ba brankwara na nyine no na montam nkutahudie bibia sisa kwara no benyin no makọ na ka warefo no we nyina family dynamics also okọ na ekyerɛkyerɛ wo afi apomden yehia ma obusua nyina omɛkyerɛw na kasafo ekasajbedi ase ye Dr. Mrs. Abana Tano family counselor and family medicine ho adwuma no obeye afi counselor Albert A. Krampa family life coach or senior pastor of BIWC afi Reverend Ejukumbu Zone 5 chairman senior pastor Mount Olivet Baptist Church Asoromu wo mede omo hyase kra nra mo ye nra de nra nwumre no nsia na nra ntima nkobia na nwumre no nsia mo de asa obekobie Asokwa Baptist Church Asokwa Baptist so dem e wona ekoso no msia pepepe no ma hyase e na omo ninkta obeso fra 0209 439439 0209 439439 simsebi ombia no omo ebeka kyerɛw
MTN CM anim se wiase sesa no ho na esa na so asesa nyesa obeka akiri enei ye free sim ne akọ simless ti omakofa eSIM edi aba na eSIM de de wo mu se kan obi nso wo chip obi ho no ma sim no be de wo ho na tata hihye de person obi wie kura na anim atwitwi enei ye de eSIM aba nti your phone ebetumi afa be 3 numbers at the same time ti adenti ena onfa phone no na won dial nhwe se o qualify se phone no ebetumi akoyi eSIM na number ni *#06# *#06# now they are checking now me checking me the na say dem do na say wakoye my MTN app no so kama na afei wakodi akira be kyerɛw kwan be fa so abenya eSIM no na so wetimi akona de wo say eSIM yi eco friendly say enya de how ne amane buy environment no so bia nti ada na wonko na onya sim be miensa ewo phone so so pinchir mu bia frɛ 100 and as any linkita home ewe digital channel no eso
ya wi o ba on say na obo energy minister so oti someone o ma no wo kyerɛkyerɛ wo hwɛ MMDs no e kapa o mode a opani bi send message sia na police station na police for no yere no mo difference om toy no mo twa
minimo ansa me hu se mitebia bobi afio anyway
se obi nipa baako police bia na yere baako no bi difference abe 5
enyina ton
and wa fa kwada omo ton suo ni minerals
ya na o distribute
na kwa no pa bia na omko tika wo to bia etua kakra on sa ade na ye ka no enya for domestic use kwa obi de ye commercial a obo kelugu aban photo I wonder why we are taking so long a time for us to come to terms of this.
Senna meka sembi wa hanum na asay Ghana ehumobro we yotrimududu.
God, we ehumobro.
Na say ehumobro.
Inefficiency.
Can we say inefficiency? Don't they know by our police for some almost 7 years. So if we are giving them power for free, what is it? Police in the year saying no being. Those are the things we say.
KOD. Your company be why a power. Position in the company to no be a accommodation.
Yeah.
Accommodation, no, say comes along with near maybe. But you be na wait my home.
Yeah.
So him sir.
Yeah.
But I buy the idea.
Onya kotena hwa.
Untimi bibia.
Bibia ye free.
I buy car will say a tro home pa. We can na say ja. Support.
Ambulance nam ko fa a year ho ba asem no ho.
Yes.
Ofa dem body and accident.
This is
the Ghana we live in.
Open American just say inside the ipa.
Yes.
No so ko pa di freezer. The police station bia. Ye dey turn near obi antua home bibia. Ne ye ka office dia omo and dey say ketwa freezer ba ko Sylvia. The omni turn so nya ketwa o.
At kase tell any That's so kuma. Anyway.
It is inefficiency nya humobro.
No, the thing is that the Minister for Energy, there should be some policy. If there are some reviews, if you review some of the policies yen review. Na ene yakan o se aban bia ba kan na don go ba kan yo. Some institutions are omanye.
Adenti no omanye. Say ECG anamo se kane amode ma ECG no. Omo ntimi nyi scan mba. Sika na wanye mba no so do kai so omo yes 2 years ago. Omo yes I power cra.
Yeah.
Kumasi cry. Kumasi Technical University omo twa omo light.
Yeah.
Now why do you blame ECG? Some more institutions, na state institutions are almost kania na omuntua no.
Why don't you put a blame?
Getting kitio. So omo ECG for pa publish o me ya trewa. Because see any peer reading come some time ago. Also omo pimoa kodu baabi a na sign achi. The intene say
entime nkobi o.
Say ECG for do so mu hia retooling no mu hia sika e beto ne ma fofora. Abai na the sign e to ne ma na bre wo mo. It is
adan ye high
ko ira ba no pize ministry ko twa ne kane mu a
wa wo pra
mo ECG mo de mo yi kwa
wa wo pra ho no wasa be so a kire yen. That is the issue.
It is asem na ehu.
It's something else. Anyway,
my person mo ye o madwuma ye dia. This a kitutu asa loopholes.
Yeah.
Si amamon kanea bi a 10,000 megawatts. Momfa ehun sika nya dey.
The issue is that
emre
ka prepaid no. And I was saying ka eboa.
But a company bi a beto yeso prepaid am I.
Oh, so there are some exceptions.
MMDA say can dey omo yeso prepaid.
There are some exceptions, but they do honor they can use the prepaid. Asa ontwa jina hoy. Mbeda sumu. So I think say government should take that step. Na yenhwe ase ya over. Anyway, mamenko na mema Prince Ahmed. Akwa baby. Prince.
Kiwudi.
Nadmo yedie. Eho eboko.
Ewrade adone mu mpaibo.
Eho ye. Mu dia se vimu nim.
Na edwumadie no so.
Eso wo ho.
Edwumadie no so pa. Say wo achia se na ya yehunu no. Wo ba yin say first no, and say na obi afiri say nadmo no, eno na say ya che mo ne ho a. Na atorin chemsi ana e free sheeter.
Eno ba kire yin nyina mu. Se de tie. Edwumadie no se de tie. Minim say 1996 an act at the buy 5 Act 517 and the buy and in 2016 more revise say at the Act 927 at the SIBC honoma and in Nadmo a boy juma chain Nadmo mo mandate pa anything
Nadmo your mandate pa prevention prevention of disaster now here ansa na ebeko eno so beseka yeti bibia se kakra do say we in 80s na em say wo fa obeboy ha say ja in 80s na tama e comba Ghana no 83 now there was a challenges across the globe into honor UN a declaration by say UN nation declaration say my mind be a UN asibia no obian set up some disaster management committee in the various countries no na Ghana na ye no na akwakwe bushfire and pet diseases and na ema come back Ghana but Australia almost so the friends say fire but Nigeria so na ye come ko Kenya yare So then PNDC, Chairman Lawrence, na inye nadmo na disaster relief something. But was it?
Mobi squad mama.
Yeah. Okay, so moving forward, I mean say 96 ana act by Anaja. I mean say you report of fee. And also the name the by you have to see NADMO Management Disaster Organization. Pen Bibri you train Emma how ni see and sana I shall see 2 and more. Na a new director here Yamiaduma Wabay. I mean so no like you have different vision altogether.
Okay.
Because he believes if we start doing the responses now, itself is a way of prevention.
Okay.
And a team identify some of the flood-prone areas now since you took a crabia, maybe how about system. Also, as you say, disaster itself, we have 2 types of disaster.
Okay.
Your natural disaster and the artificial disaster, which is man-made.
Okay.
Now, young Ghana and before artificial disaster NAD Kessben pa.
Okay.
And so for our case, we say about law. We are not enforcing the law because as I say enforce law now. I say disaster the one thing can say man in sea, but ABC I mean a bit mass no kakra.
Okay.
So when you feel back you used to free be say 17 and 20 but your dem pan free say ABC side jana bit me see fee ho no enye natural the artificial e be den na yaso ano e be den na yakasoki efie bia na dan bia ye man meter back each cells mpo it will be a big load because power now say feel be consume from the pool no esun but bibini o ka say sia o say ana I'm the me more school in we have almost 16 flood prone areas. 16 are hot in France and Greater Kumasi. So oko a bit to say and the Kumasi Metro itself now a portion about Spebo Crew South Africa and now Mojizungu but just hold him okay say yamia moi na say nsu to fancy be about say 3 to 4 hours. Oh, what so what is pay this old room
untiminko
ana ni na greens no any cat is na chokuni na no yen timamufo no our negligence to do the right thing. Maybe sorry ahomache emrebi am from masalachi ya meba na muso obi achechire baller offer odaba beto gatem
okay screen is so ebi na omo de selte these are some of the things I want to settle yanko so na me won some bebiri bisa
we will be doing the silting as we speaking right
now
Wayek yeah we did a documentary on all these friends saying all these dreams. Yeah, chair Ashanti region into 4.
Okay.
I'm controlling zone 3. Zone 3 I shall say free Ijura. Na ba Mampong. Na ba Setre, that's Laguna. Na ba Tafo. And sana Makwefija, Kwabena, North and South. Na Yako Offenso, North and South. Other deputies almost binu fa obuase obi so afa Asante Achim director fa Kumasi Metro proper no we know oya na ya say enya source of information because always know ya in train ma won fa report e free e be offenso en fa ma regional office we will back report no information ka obitimi to ho na mo no Hey, 2021 report and in Panaya editing.
I say omunyo ye. To some extent.
We are trying to change the narrative.
By changing the narrative. Okay, you hold on. Now you go on because of here because 2021 report na you should 2025. It leaves much to be desired.
In the say no. Me hobby. What the report no buy I can show you my minutes. What the report no buy na me so me o district ho. Na ya review. Ade a waka ni na o say ko hwe. Dreams na waka ho asem no. Structure waka ho asem no. Flopuru areas waka ho asem no. Sa na tie. Die na uje animu. In say by end of the year no. Yes, we might have challenges, but enkoye like what we inherited.
Okay. Mo better so. Say
yene regional minister akasa. Yene mayor akasa. Omati ase. Ohe nadmuna. Regional minister, ohe resek na regional minister onaye chairman. Na nadmu director, I secretary. On the committee, we have police commander, we have fire service, we have health workers, and we have national security, armed forces, and so on and so forth. So, if you roll out a program, for instance, if you are Kwabena, will be seen dying, it will zoom. Na nadmu ekoka ho asem na se won fi a e wo se yetwe lete na de ma MMDC no ho no BBC na ya identify so ntu ho na mo a we can query him through the minister.
Okay.
Minister can give authorization for that structure to be pulled down.
Okay.
And so there be because oko assembly ho na we to many town planners and engineers. If we go to asase ya on kwa asase nsumbu enkohwe o asase na ya to ama wono e da hemfa etisen o ya location no we ko no na flood prone area ai e ho no ese ke natural reservoir si BBC a sa land no bitimi absorb nsuo no bani na ye tonton. Now say fill all these spaces now. That's in zone to it will have to hit back to us. You can say we have to stop a work going on at cementing. Or call Konom I don't know cementing. There is a particular place via a hono in Sutarepa.
From my macro air cover my area, slow line way be on me.
See,
I see.
So toa, let me say, in him sending horn city.
Yeah.
Ubia ton ho edia movie.
Obi ben and what to amount ubi wine. Say, as I said, the na ho pinting and na ho kwa.
Send a casano. Sister, she jumadi no kiwudi. Ebe we room maybe we will start mentioning names.
Okay. Because on my jumani ya dimam.
Intermaker say we have support of regional minister. Any mayor.
All right.
Utumfo. Ebundiania sorry. Oshiraye. Inti jumadi ya eba bidi no. If you are going to talk about mercy. Enyi. Last year we had 1,771 fire cases.
Last year, 1,771
fire cases. All these cases are man-made. It's avoidable.
All the 1,700 and man-made. Nipa na koso ye.
And electricity and a friend saying a fire outage back. So something caused it.
Okay. None of them was natural.
Now say Ghana has a need tender strike cause fire.
I see.
And I killed him. Inti say ye shall say ye ma law no atiki effect. I mean say I don't ABC but a bit brown kakra. In fact, many friends saying W you call enyantie you call site no. and I fray in Nadmu offices. Our more
Kessben.
That district. I'm say I town on my rezoning and Eddie Hono among, and I said good. So we went to the company. I won't produce EPA certificate and their land document. I mean, first and see here, but so Mutias say this new director can't be banned. No. No, he can't.
It can be compromised.
No. Anna, yeba was ye. Na tumadia woody no. Pesa minkumya. Ntina woya. We are saving the state. We are saving the nation. Ye ma interest. Na that me be na babe say ada samai ejapade. Na patoke odi wokwa kwesi abronsan kese. Wato emu nemu agum. Na se flood sia. Na du bro mattress ya bibi.
Onya hwe.
Na ntse yempe kwan ye be fa so a yemma
preventive rather than
na no bia eni ne ho. Me mpese meda ho na meda mezara echi na me yire me chia no pe. Na ya frame 12 am say
BBSC to Sorebra.
Manso to be the Sorebra.
Okay.
Let's prevent it before
it happens. Yeah.
So the music as I say I cherish you into 4. Time in, time out, no. Directors no. A be rotation. The Abia Mena me zone 3. Me kata de maswa. No free zone 1. Apa me hold we in maso.
See, Uncle, yes, any papa for a man a bob.
There be.
We will have no way aba.
Sir. We never we see in a pese Jumediasi. The Sultan and Rodins and Pimpino. This air the Sultan now. Nija.
When you know,
and Zutwa,
the same
Piaco. And now more almost on the Hebrew, a son is and the goo, a friend dream. This time around, no, you zoom line Ghana Casa. On my penny. It one won't be pretty, but Nina, Comena, no, is Casem. See ye friends in a gatches no more. I was say in your baby de Ruano, we call Kugu. Zoom line or happiness or mine. Minister, I adom on my heavy machines, drip machines, maybe. And see a pequania befaswa. District be a blue bed in the machine see a beco. Then your supervisors are and do staffs now on mining that location. A year who and partial. If you're going to use 3 heavy machines on one particular site, it comes with cost. In Prempino, common fund in your mind. Really, so and train you say, more bomb,
common fund and ransa.
Aha, into a seer. Satam no, na ye barber train director, minister, mayor. We the decision. Yes, will be institutions, organizations. Young as I are letters said they are various institutions. The view of what the character no qua. I can share some videos with you. Oko company maybe o moye adwuma. Na ko hwese no hositi. Na o ka the effect that they will have. They are sometimes they are na omunti ase. Also, oh, we put 3 years old. You walk up na mumwe na yenye huye.
That's why I before.
Okay, you can easy just say me. Nana. So no abinchi. Unu say omo terminal bi o. Ha. Me ko ho. Okofa mo terminal na chi a. Nso to kakra bi a. Em say the whole part of Kumasi bitima ko off.
But the whole terminal ni see.
The whole terminal ni see. ECG, mumwai, never infidi me emrem, into got an English, and so twa,
and me hardring. Obeka say, then Mojumana Moyen, are you not resourced? money funds, government and child location and from mamu. So why will you then solicit 4 funds from other individuals? Because we also one day away. Because a responsibility no.
Is it onso?
Nipa. Okay.
I'm security. What my yakunya? High by into your capre. But I believe say, come on, ye before be assumed. None never be a oye, no wajay.
Yeah.
What I say, one Ghana, 2 Ghana so swa. You be,
yeah.
The Jumedia was semi yeno.
A boy in a
Come on, fun. No, we have almost 34 districts too. Like I mentioned, these 16 friends saying hotspot that we've discovered. Come on, fun about I hear now. Between me. Now you can energy crisis. Maybe I may say highway, Kumasi highway, some answer that ACCC. So apparently me yenina, ankura will be even case with me about monasi. So I don't mind 20,000 and the people now. They are kind of football. Okay. Was a Jumediano. Say, yeah, now we are beton nana, or therefore, I mean, Akuma beton. Mayo obitumiada, minister obitumiada. Kiodi, yen for phone fro 12 midnight. Say, BBC is into Mumra cover.
Only a befro. Say, friend not open.
Say, me, or who do you first over cover?
I'm so time from me, Hannah, you better 12 minutes will be of yet a Jesse Ho.
You know how? Why can't we put a measuring?
Yeah, preventive.
Say, yes, a district planning offices, regional engineers, yes, Remo. And Sana Mumbe Ma certificate. Ube awodo contract. Momo mo jana mukwa asase so. Unim say I will say what to asase and let me use this test case. A friend of mine called me say what or when you asase oba beto achiase. As I said the yipa or the baby bunsu car wash. Na me say sir saying it was 35,000. Na me say what you consider me say okay ma me answer. Me ko hweye no wa wonima chance bia no abrima chance ubi wura chance a bridge bi ho insutare no mo feeling su no ana omre adena ya ba be ya asase nso so efri antoa
na eba
it is nso to a asase na wato no
be flood
It became so I was able to nantim.
Now,
could be a source no if free. I say, hey, but air for purpose of us. To be by an country director. You see, the because on the country because a chance she just was saying, you're afraid not most have some more. The Muku assassin also is a dihujuma. Yem my own fairly frat prone alien and tone for Mobia. That one idea.
You won't allow.
No.
In an normal circumstance, send a process in it. So be Indian assassin or be or twa. Is it compulsory say also Bamana sina or be busamo? Say this is what I have to do. And I say saying that musing.
We are not more. Our work is to prevent.
Okay.
Into the Copenia. Me.
And you're compulsory about open here.
Upenia, per se, make us with assessments.
Okay.
Unya Sassina, with G F2,
a few more.
A free and son, or even work with EP and a plan offices anywhere.
Come on, the first point of call.
Because a one now called G permit, Oko ye would rezoning behavior. You can put the structure down.
No matter what authorities in a stamp or ye be, you
can pull it down.
Meaning maybe an authorities na your ye.
We have to prevent disaster.
So every day at the harbor bar, you have to prevent it.
Because say director report to Emma Minister. KOD atwa say I was about a filling station. About a filling station no a street zone. A bit me drain that. Now say Kafraji Minister NT. Na Emma Kwabena KOD edi juma no But also, okay, this is Wakra. So, issues here, there will be an investigation. All the institutions will be investigated.
Okay.
So, when we send that report, say, oh, concerning this issue, no, this is a report that we wrote to ABR, MMDC, and our minister. Say, so now it will be the state against you because you cause financial loss to the state. Minji ni say DC and MC be a penny say Ubin kusi edansi baby no ko answer question dachi.
I say see you until you then you see.
Say America say offer. Enura asem
Okay.
Say enura no ubi. Yeah.
Momonye.
Mpatro enura. Enura no so in na no so in say Tafo MMDC and Ramishia. Because we are not waiting.
Pacho, screen is right. These are some of the water bodies now who come as Ti we dey when you and the hono.
We see
friend is saying Subin Meboa, it could be Pelele.
We Pelele.
Pelele.
Enra Najo, the newly MMDC, Ben Abdallah, Honorable, Ben Kasai. Honorable, what shall I say office who don't do for Yeba? Pelele Jumano, this week.
Now we airport runabout.
This week, yeah. I can show you. I called him. He was like, hey, Prince, I said, no, we can't wait. Makato was 7 for. I'm going to Pearl if you Jakwa South. Me ko Pearl host na me na ko kasa. Yeah, wouldn't think kasa o train then pana settle down and I train na skabia ba and I say o train na no because I didn't yehu no.
Yeah. Ehu
pa.
Ehu. Prince Ahmed Tijani ena yeninu edi enkom so message obetimi asani bia ba concerning flooding areas ye ba share the prone areas na they are critical they are more friend red no the red that to so no ba share ewu Kumasi bebia a flooding na ya hwe this year rainfall pattern no what should we expect there in France metro for no meteo for na ka kire mo ene de be na mon ena mutu ntimi yanhwe Kumasi especially yanhwe sanctuary in general na romra Kumasi areas ben yaka say ha no mu de insutra asembesi
Bacho Anaga Junction
Dagomba line
Oforikrum Family Chapel
Family Chapel ichiro okay
Okwa hinsan ya hinsan estate proper very good Chirapa 3 Bremer UGC and New York Kronum Abuehia Swami Kotoko area unim emprempi no ekasa idru adwuma na yenye Semi can say Minister my drip machines this week ye Kopaleli and so for it's an ISO say all nam asanwase udu Paleli both left and right so that now for the last week Nsuto I personally went there. I stood in the rain for about 20 minutes just to see the situation. Obi anko obi amawu.
Nso na fa
na baby a. Ana na ye wum ni say omo insu to na omo twen. That's where they would dump their refuge. Okay, ye we in a film for mfimfi. And yes I got another generative felt on it own.
Wayek honi nie. Wayek honi. How the minim say water bottles of Kumasi nye honi yako dampugu.
Now, I'm breaking this news over here. We are also that was also setting up monitoring team. Omo yusu Usa Okada na moto traitors na mfafa bola no.
iPhone omo ezesa bola no.
Yeah. O de moto di na mo ahwehwe no obi adi bia no ohwe agu ho. Ye chiwa. Se ye chiwa. Na make say ye mpese ohini bi ana malam bi ana imam bi.
Bepacho.
Bepaka say o minister mayor makwala no nti ni kan etu ye hofo ye chewo so kuta politin bag e di to gatam the fan e di e be mana kese pa because we are also speaking with big institutions so mumre mai em se bibini so otwe na so kakra fe no wa steady on sha simple no wasan sa acting
Other jurisdictions, some countries can sue that the crooms in Kenny for tourist attraction and a man for crack rabbery. By a did he enter.
Na ka bi bitre me say omo palele first na omo kosanum. So how come anani tuntun if I quite remember from 1996 to 97 97 to 2000 from 2000 to 2010 and a palele say kra
man for shiny
kra say the okwa at say so minim kwan bitima fa so bitima mo na sini dedem best rabbi so sometimes over drainage is so is so into no nso to kakra bi a na ebu afa so
okay
doing so na o say bi bibi ye kates ni mu omo fi omu ni proper drainage system no em say obi a hya me pese me advert dem company bia but obi a uyi kwan no yi na de dem yi a em say nso to a bitime nya kwan akọ easy ehwe o hwe ade wo tell so dia e ha adwen pa sometimes baby a machine bitimi afa e de wuram pu no
akoye drain akoye you know yeah
mprebra e ka say ye ko edwuma parallel all the banks ni na no man for age aboso
aton
man for enye say aton ye di
container
and
obi antumi
stores
fankosi hosa ya honyi ti kwan kro ni hode bewura ho kra koye
assemblyman a utie mi abo assemblyman asawansa assemblyman so all the stores e dia mu obi all the flood prone areas na we are coming after you
nti this time you want to assure us people of Greater Kumasi say baby a structure be a sia any authorization you are coming after it
minister am I assurance mayor honorable Zuba on my assurance in Kumasi ni pese Kumasi e dane garden city ayenim yem fa yi to me and yem fa ye pese ye be say obi ejapade but baby a wo japade ni si no say adasama dia o mine ni obi di nadmu we are only using the law nye yin to me ade o mine say yenye na yitu ho na mo say be ya pepeye ebesi em say krum eda ho kama obi anije na em say me yoka bibi say oba obeti Kumasi mu pa madam ketia na hu ana nantwie almost be say 15 on the street na boso this last week what kind of lawlessness are we enduring I was say QD obi sha say 2 anamo
ba mo de ma face mo so se mo betu sa na mo
director so nya mo mo
okay that's why you're giving the opportunity educate people
director so
tell them
nya mo mo the QD do say giving this bigger platform it's a fight on its own
yeah
be braina etia omo train say bia na du edwuma ne say be che mo ne anwa no enne mo se da bi
yes and mo humanity
edwuma no enti sakura it just a part say BBAC na is relief. It's not what will sustain you to relieve you for some time. We can sustain you. Into me more for the next 6 months. Yama 1 bag. It's a relief item, no. So we don't want that relief thing to even happen. So let's prevent it.
All right.
In doing so, no, that's why we are calling on all individual institutions in Kumasi, in Ashanti region, say, what information be about some activity be a cause? What dream? Who free say I do waiting the arrange a challenge BSc with me a chain also. Ebia now on say timing you winning. With me a frame. With me a friend not with office a SARS be a ben. We be say free say mammy we. You must say that would you a one of them. You must say that would be the yes, I say a summer to be so. Wouldn't him say using gas cylinder itself in chaos that wouldn't structure no, it's illegal.
Chemubio, but your canem saman for name. Say we use cylinder and they are shake your sumu. Now they are no illegal. Illegal. But it goes on.
A bed aswano. Market here she be praying. We need to put proper measures in place. I'm the director doing common and I say other jurisdiction, for instance. Every 20 office, 1, 2, 3, 4, requires 1 security personnel. And there's always a surveillance monitoring activity of those officers and the security guard on patrol.
Yeah.
This itself is a way of employment. And then the market here, you need to be this allocation. Now you for more monitor all these activities. And then someone might be found culpable. You use a person as a test case. Others will desist from it.
Okay.
I say, hey, Prince Ahanya Katau. And I'm saying, but they are also humans. Say,
we can also make it kata.
But suddenly, you do the kind, you know. And on a did, and I hear in school. And one ya BBNC. You might not know when it will
disaster will strike. Okay. My na yenhwe. How would you liaise with fire service, police service? How does it more collaboration
This is one of the most beautiful moments in my life. You have opportunity of meeting the fire commander and police commander. You discuss your plan, your strategies, and I mean, say, share the original minister or director brief them because he's the secretary to RESEC based on 512 Act. Penny at any given time, they are willing to support us. And you know, say, when you present the report to the committee, and also we all committees, they also bring in their input. So when you are going to the field or when you are going to the ground now, they will issue a command to various districts and baby na moko no. Inti ngoba say wo de ope and na ekoho. So collaboration between us is one of the best that I've seen so far.
Okay. Rafi Mienche, now those who are in these flood-prone areas, in Sutono, Mwenya ho hint, Senate, how should people prepare to prevent these disasters now?
Enkoto asase, baby I flood-prone.
Is it nipa to hold that?
2 free ho.
On 2.
Because if we have to evacuate, we will do.
Me say bi wa hensan, especially a bench, you know. Since you try, the whole house, nobody lives there.
Submerges.
But when shown a pebble and a bar, people go back and leave at that place.
KOD. Me show. By the end of this year, you will see changes in Ashanti region.
By the end of the year?
Yes, you will see changes in Ashanti region.
You won't sacre.
So, we feel, you know, in Tomre, no to feel him. Now, walk away before. You leave the house to breed mosquitoes for neighboring environment to be affected. You're not doing well for the community.
Okay.
Malaria does and also can also can. So why can't we do away with those structures? What I say? Now, no any reserve as it was, because most of these places now issues in no nature reserve.
Yeah.
And we are trying to fight nature. You can't win. Nature will fight back. And that is the returns that you are facing.
Okay.
Sometimes that's a bit of a car. We just go and patrol the whole day.
Walk around.
We go around the whole day. We feel 7. Not that we go home 11 p.m. 10 p.m. I can show you pictures. I can show you videos. No. I can say we have support of mayor. We have support of the owner of the land. And yes, be bear me to me. I can't have one thing. Or here now, what tone zoom a movie no. What should be as
yeah.
Engineer or sign allocation the movie no. Also should be as we also at the highest level. So it do near dinya. You will use your superior to fight you.
See, your aim is to fight and minimize this flooding in Ashanti especially.
Possibly.
Maybe we'll have a friend of perennial flooding area. Amphibians you try a farm for amphibians you try. Are you trying to tell me that a time will come? We are not going to see all these things before.
When you are doing the Sultan and dredging, you will not face all these challenges.
Say, yeah, the Sultan and the dredging.
No. I said, did my Emma and Suno Efadipa? Quino na, in you, a did quine na, Suquano, a did him a choku. So tell me, we him, and so to have easy access. But, for instance, cement you see. You see zona anesa for someone's interest. That's so could see that's in Sutra. That's definitely
be Rafa.
No, you don't allow that. Jubidia director there to the name no. Se me ya adom na unya emwa. Ye so na se a. Say every quarter you see changes because disaster this year. What are you going to do? You can't do anything. You just fold your arms and observe. But say it's in between me to one or more.
Okay.
Say it's in between one to one or more.
So you're preventive rather than say you're shema asemno about abetuing. Over my name so what question be na
the problem pa say if be a reactive. So we have pictures I here. Almost to us the beer betungura negum. It's the DNA to prevent that. That is my problem.
Education ben ye sanctions ben ye de to
so we go help ball like Eodi almost to go to numuna. Yes, serious. Rubber biodegradable. So the body hononia de kugua ewa. See ana pro. You cry manure, but rubber dear 20 years and employ. And not as they say, it causes our problem here. Just look at this.
No.
So,
how the more special case, we said that the boost on massive.
Yentimin per special task force beer. ya chi nipa be 10 ene e do mo sim say the whole day mun tu ayi ne nyi wo nyina can't we stop this didn't ye hire who say oh the me per say not bo say no ka die CCCM previously no me say omu need the power so be si be enya ombebu but in so yi fa no a near from one najo no James because we jan wife or ya na ya na najo brenda mundim na mokwa akoyom e say die no mo ye say institutions be push to be authority so say not with that's why organization so when your authority status are oh yeah die na nya they can take you on they can even take you to court so the person who said no say na we mi no say enforcement amem na be do ready season bi ase e ko team dia Kodi, yeah, bisa come back. You see, Omumra no mutumi ni krom no. It's saying.
All right, Prince.
Kodi. I'm say, asama I can of a being we Act 157 no. As in paying for iguso. Said nadmu an authority. I'm say no office kano. As we say na two bicha.
You say mun ne mo ho sa.
Yen and I make sure say. We act through the proper authorities. What I say, that's military, fire, and police. So if I discover a case, all I can do is to make sure that the police does their work. So say police also when you juma, I will not be who responsible. He will. What I say, but I say no say, if this act is being uphold well. Now say be done authority. Say now if I see kana. Say man say I do they see her and I say I'm taking you to court. Now I don't need the police to come in because I have the power. But yenka ni na no. Nipo ho adwuma edin. Nipo ho adwuma edin. I mean we are trying our best doing education. Establishing DVGs, which is district volunteer groups, to go to the market and do education. Yes, still na ballers will be new beer or free feel about baller, not the other.
Does it mean say education na munye ye? Ana sanity.
We just took over and we are trying to intensify it. I want to say previously, Obia energy. We also are trying to leave a legacy here. From this year to this year, things change. That's what we're talking about. In your be a support. As to say, Obi di bone. A bet no, and na kwakoma abain. Ama abain a dealing no. We will get to that point. Say benya volunteers. Ibenya obia mo be kan ho ama oman no ejina ama oman no atu mpuntu abam enye nipa ba ko adwuma
okay
do we dey so bia stakeholders all institutions say moma emoa na epo papa a director we dey see nani so no
untimi
into one more
yo Prince director ba ti mame kwana mana Kwabena Alhaji Muhammad Nasser Ibrahim Ashanti Regional Nadmo boss wani me wache na bokode ite nyame ase mse Prince akansam no dodo na wabedi definitely so de befaswa na ye mapreko na ye hwe ye aka kasem de kasem ye atoyerenchemfo aboafo oba beboa na ya na nipa bebre na adwen ye se ye ntwen ma atoyerenchem no nsiansa mo aba beboa Prince aba be chire mu dodo na okansem bi na mse wo ha de wo betimi atimi ye se wo botai eswe ni so stay true ema Ashanti region mayenti okakra efa sanema no eba a friend saying disaster management ho
that's edikan mame mon about so say Otimagina Manemu, any Nadmo Anemu for Ashanti Region and National. Jumadina Dawson, T. M. Semikodi baby, Fena Yamiama Kwayama, Bedruha, T. Omamuti, and Omofanchain.
Yeah.
It's very true. Nadmo send out translate here. Also, at Twencham, the Boafo.
At Twencham, friends, Bremu and Boafo.
That is the public perception. And yet, Twencham Nabano and a boy.
And yet, to reach it, yes, I didn't know.
Yes,
they be as just as soon as you 1 year who not move for how many general. No more command morning mattress.
My report. It's unfortunate, but that is the aspect among for whom. Let me just mention 2 others. Yetihana ye deport to be free abrochi. Ana Libya or any other country. Eba Ghana. So about the trauma never. It because what 200 padibi. Ena body 2 coin. Okoya. A year and a sudden number of man. How does he start again? It's a disaster.
Okay. Personal disaster.
It's a person, so and the boom, 32 million Ghanaians.
I see.
And then your home president.
Yeah.
And your home admo. In Tiamwana, ma Ibia obey Sebi robbery. Say no be robbery. Anna Okoshan home a comfort. He will make more people sad.
Yeah.
Any day. It is not most job to help him settle.
Okay. Timona mo buano mano.
Ebino no. Kwan ho be corner cars a packet trucks be is posing danger to human life and property. Because ebia Kev no so a wo be book Kev no wanimu yi. No be nso hu nanim be na crash. Any disaster na ba.
Disaster.
How do we prevent that? Nya na dum adwuma. Eposo. Any asase so nwuram galamsey, all these irresponsible things that are causing havoc to normal life is potential disaster.
Okay.
So it is NADMO's job to make sure that it doesn't occur, or when it occurs, we manage it, reduce it, explain to the people. No one we have power or collaborative agencies to help us enforce it.
All right.
Into the make a question say, nipa ne de I say akwala bia nim say papa wiska. So no one man iska de bia. So nim say e bi kura bosia ne papa na ejeba de ehu manfo hu activity of NADMO no and na somebody define, but ejuma no is very broad. When you come to when you take your office no, the major issue was fire. And the fire konongo ejuso baby. The sector minister tells us an average of 50 fires a day in Ghana from October to March. A day, every day. That is reported.
Okay.
So it could be worse.
Okay.
So our focus was on fire. And from my background or the team's background and the government we are representing, we thought that it is not business as usual.
Okay.
So we are not going to do a normal education, so better radio. So we go to the markets, go to the public buildings, and draw people's attention. How can you have a building like this one? I don't know how you call it, Kessben Heights?
Way Aseda House.
Aseda House, thank you. Now, ABR, you don't even have extinguishers. You don't have fire certificate. You don't regularly check. That is danger in waiting.
Yeah.
Inti nyame mfa sama baby kosia anso abanad mo say ma mattress ne mo now TV ne radio ne we betri na ahye no na mo betri ne ama inti mfa ma.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Then this current quarter na rainy season. Anti insu no beto. I remember na metie PRO was helping the matter. Oh Palelia okay ne Kase any Amnaga Junction. You go and see Amnaga Junction weeds. In fact, trees are growing in the stream.
Okay.
Trees. Now, Segabano, let's say 60 feet wide and 20 feet high. Now, 40-20 has been covered by weed and sander. It's never be fine. So it is disaster in waiting.
Okay.
And yeah, not mono your motto is a prevention piece. ABI best spend, let's say 1 million Ghana City to clear all the debris, dispose of them. Na BBI come 1 million. Asem count.
Yeah.
Na yentima nyini na atoyenchem no ba. We may need only 1 million for Amunaga Junction. And I send them PRO, and there will be, in fact, 16 are designated. Those are the major. We're listening. We were talking to the MC of Askoremampo only yesterday afternoon. Asabi and Kaho. It's not classified as major because I'm for area on it. I'm not be affected. But I'm coronas have a fang Naga Junction. It's Naga Junction major. But Asabi no minor. Miami area Biase. Ufri Akati Farms Office, Elko, Kenya. There's a bridge there, filling station. And you're home. But right now we don't classify it as major.
Minor.
Anyway, minor because this is a airport on about. Ufri Duma na Kijita na Elko. This is a airport on about Answako.
Yeah.
In the airport on about, it be quite wabo. It be cook roof room. It be cook book room. It be to us and to all my come to us on. Omna Ebeham. So the number will be reduced, let's say, if even 400,000. But when you come to airport on about, that's about 2 million.
Yeah.
Say we crew rank as our free airport. And our car befa. The whole airport, anybody flying into the Garden City or Ashanti region, we'll see you. And they're only a major. In the 16 Ayakano, Sabi is phase 1. And they are now a kind of Castle Bridge. Over Atenga Junction, Samsung area. It's choked. Major drain was also in studio. But the Akaya Gata out me huri efaso. Amiana tahoma. So in Jonabana enya kwaya mfawa. Ebe yiri Castle Bridge. What it means is that from Angnaga, from Atenga Junction, over high court Castle, court Dabai, or Kwan Hojo. I'm blocked. Inti workers are ash foam, fan milk, Coca-Cola, Guinness. So that's why we are saying, say, a be yanka, or mona amuye jumo, sampoting. That's what we call corporate social responsibility. Isia, Sebi, Yaman Patana Isia. Among Beche Biano, some companies in the car. And because we staff. If you room and I be no one to my juma and I are losing the property, you have to support. So a fraction of that can help us to prevent the disaster from happening. Right. So Nadmo Ejumano, maybe in the past were only visible when disaster happens. So people assume say the management but the management includes prevention.
Okay. Right. Yes, Andrea, near more can say corporate social responsibility. Money companies need be sakasa. What was the response? Response not just
so far, I doff my heart out to, let me see, 3. Zoom Lion composite plant. I think is it Cassie or yes. In principle, they have agreed to accept all the filth for 0. Payment. They are under stress, but whom they can. But I'm also can cry. Team is about like one team. Not did 3-4 days or just a hot dry and I say engineers be young baby. So if we help to prevent it, they are very happy. So we have their commitment. Then, interestingly, a food company, Jofel Catering.
Okay. So they are ready. About the area.
Yes. They have undertaken to feed the operators.
Okay.
Machines now, their lunch will be supplied by Jofel, and we are very grateful for that.
Okay.
The others, I don't know if I should quicken to mention, but we are seeking support from the assemblies because they have district road improvement program equipment like tipper trucks. You know, and can I say about say you have a problem, you go and do it. But like we all know, even MCs in this week now, AB take over. So there's no money, and at the bet as Koremampong, Kumasi Metro, here Kinzuba, and I think I even spoke to somebody connected to Anwar Sadat of Forukrom, and then Yantanasi, Yako Swami, and Mipiaro Tafu. We are committing all of them, at least. But when you do the salt and spread, what happens is that no sa kum if you know where you're from, esa kogatan na foforo ebe kan.
You already
zero cry. You rather complicated. Thank you. Okay. So we would like to use the tipper trucks to cut it away. Until these assemblies or the assemblies involved, I can say we have their commitment. But the people going to give us fuel, we've spoken to Goyle, we've spoken to Total, even the airport company, we didn't leave them out. As well, the other companies that are in these locations. Listen to the but I think it is only first a Nipana committee, you know, as we have promised that it will be in order. And luckily, we have the commitment of the regional minister, Mekani said the regional administration, the sector minister is with us. Okay. Fortunately or interestingly, Onusu Free Ashanti region. Into the Eke Wahubi. A bar or come I bet from Mose Omeboa. And also a boy. Once we have enough resources, early next week we can start fiscal action. So
we say, sir, are you ready for the rains this season? You are ready.
We are getting ready,
but not fully ready.
Yes, because
it's a nice since you told you because in time, my name say retrophone and more didn't come.
Exactly.
Say Tigu say yeah. Are we still going to see the disasters?
When before I joined Admo, Bibisa Eba, my only worry was to hurry up and go home.
Yeah.
Because luckily for me, my family house and my personal residence are, kind of free from those
places. Safe.
But now, the whole of Ashanti region disaster management aswami. So, you start here. I remember 2 weeks ago, a neighbor was coming from Ojuma around Roman Hill into Obefi. Could do a portion about a year. You had to wait for about an hour. In fact, when he told me, I was very sad. But before no one came, Komokwa. He said,
I mean, be up to me that. Now, me do honum. We get out 2 hours.
Thank you.
And son, meeting me. Airport runabout.
We can reduce it to maybe 5 minutes or 0.
Okay.
Is it because what causes is no? Udru Ufri is Abidjan Hotel. Eba Oko Kings Junction. From that drain all the way back of Jofel. And they call Main Street, Zane area. All the way to Menkane Sabuabu. That's the problem. It's like Menkane. If the space is 40 by 20 feet, now half of it is choked out. Once you take the debris out, kwan wo ho nsuo no ba ebetwam nti ade na beba road no so emakwan.
Yeah.
And right now the government is not settled. Like my PR said, you should also when you're a respecter of government systems and John the Oba natural the say within the circumstance a better strategy me and mitigate, and that is getting support, the equipments we can get for free. In fact, some people have even agreed to give us excavators
for
to
free.
do the job. Yes, we should just fuel it. So we have that, but we need fuel. Fuel, a lot of it.
Machine is your Kahwakadi.
Yeah, a caddy.
I see. T, what advice will you give, especially young more these areas? Mr. Prince Akabi, but those who are at these areas and a human activity, and because why I called, but I'm for why I called and I'm to home. I mean, why I called the minim say Yasheda demarcate say all. A plastic waste. Look at
it. But what has happened is, I tell people, say, there's something we call soft power. Is it the other two? As a government, as an institution, and I'm very happy Kessben is helping us. We interview much and say 80 about because this was our focus. We wanted to do this. They should resign or be distilled. But how do we see it when we haven't done our first part? Education, sanctions, so let's get the filth out.
Okay.
Let's prevent the disaster. Now, I feel that my natural to me be to talk about it, to enforce the law, to punish, to discipline people.
Okay.
So that is the approach we are using this time.
Okay. All right. Over. Be on man, I better yasu and sir.
Enforcement. There be a mama and concern Mona Mokoye Jumano. Dear Namoye said, Omo consistent people say the beer the batch the ball like Kugumuno.
Dear Namoyom.
Dear Namoyom this time round.
And now do you have more proposal for enactment of laws, be another enforcement of certain laws?
In management, they call something SWOT. You have your immediate strength, you have your weaknesses. Where working is a very necessary thing, but such is a parliament. So,
yeah.
means not mono.
But me pushy.
Me pushing. So when the disaster is happening, that is not a panacea.
Okay.
Luckily for us, we are using the NADMO Act, and I think I heard my PRO mention it. There is a disaster management committee for the region, metro, municipal districts, and all of that.
Yeah.
Where we have the police reps, we have the political reps, we even have traditional leaders. Inti Sebi Menshia, Ibi or Hene, Ana him for a committees and so. Nansema Yekin. We will talk to them and make presentations in-house. Plus our program of action. Yakoba the update Abram. And on me feel said there within Ashanti region. I may not even need Sebi, my director general's approval to do it. In fact, who I just about my basso. You can't catch a handy. As for the enforcement, we will.
Okay.
We will seriously enforce. Like I said, once we do the prevention, it gives us confidence, it gives us motivation, it gives us moral authority. Now you know be kasa. Now you kasa we na send you can recalcitrant. And then the police, because not more chiwa any cell. But the police has a cell.
Okay.
So once the right police officer, let's say the commander for the district, for the municipal, for the division, at near and at Nancy, a committee member. Near friends say, Obi, Dean Sim Hunwaha, or Monema. So he knows what to do.
Okay.
He knows the right investigator to arrest you and which cell to put you, and will collaborate with Attorney General, prefer charges on you, and make it a huge issue. Send a gold board for you. Yes, man. And you are daring us. The day we said don't do it, and that is the day we also deal with you. Now, all the end there before him, we have a patch on. Now we see court to that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo, we Alhaji Mamudini na manyamfum so Mohammed Nasir ono ene ye Nadmo boss wa Ashanti region. Ye bre na so. But Prince Akadodo na wakasa yi so ya kasama for no wakasa yi Prince you finally na officer and funny dey no
better must say mama a big platform na yemfa kwan so na yensre mo muchi ejuma no ndo ba ku ntimi nye director ko ntimi nye ofa ko ntimi nye ehia obia so obia beba asese praye oka ogu ba ko a
oyi ba ko na
ebu ehia a friend sense obia bebo echidom na say na me pensi osi kasa no disaster no entwen ye kwan ben be fa so a bitima hye dwumadi ase mo aba besra mo enu di nkomo mo ye mo mo so a mo pepa se mo bebo ma santeman etumpon no yedo ye puno abi mo mra na enu ni nkomo na santeman emfa de to infra na me da me data so ase mo akunya kese pa me soroja me di suya de that me da ase
right finally eden abeka
na siana bia say me PRO kan ni ofani obi akan we can do the job but here collaborators and like I said assemblies no they are willing and ready to give us their equipment some of the private sector or let me say corporate entities. And so atiasie maybe it's new. Yes, and time. But I don't think the disaster will wait for any government. Nti ebesere say ebetimeja a contact wa ha. Na corporate entity, philanthropists, especially I call them friends of the government. Friends of the government are omo pese aban no succeed. Omo asanteman eda omo koma so. Ana say ebia wadwumadi eben ho. Okakra wa bi. We don't really need cash. I mean cash no etimi ton your man. But so be un say edwuma no yedi ene ya obi friend no my diesel enough. I'm sure tomorrow or Monday.
Mujina so.
Yeah, start it.
All right.
Tisimu hiamwa. Na yede number beja Kessben ha. KOD of mo ho. De ato na koma so. A opedwumadi a beboa. Say the cleanliness is next to godliness. And in this case it is going to also prevent disaster.
Okay.
Nanka afre say or say babe chichi ni mo and not further evidence we are available and ready.
All right.
Nanka aso nya ya ho ase na edi dwuma na ma the city of Kumasi, the region of Ashanti and the Republic of Ghana akonani.
But your number no for to
number no dey edi tudwa
asembesi
until the people anyway. Who really mean business. We can go and meet them.
All right.
All
right. I get you. I get you. Obi be free bia keke. Yes, yem penisa. Right. Over. Yes, you.
Aye.
Na
omne boy nye ne boy.
Omne boy. Nye ne boy. Yes, because a bar. Ye momo so bu anadwo no na yenso ya so bu ye be frɛ yensa ha yenso bi na we yesi ha ye frɛ prince ha na ye frɛ boss na ye frɛ wofa na ye frɛ kodi nti obia se bi ona na yirechi e nyina be sore
menka we so ye training for Kumasi Metro staff of NADMO and stakeholders our Prempeh Assembly Hall. So ewra membody but your media house be to invite them. Say sadana general manager was in men can say bad mood na e ka bi tatan me can say hwe ye ka de o say his ka ko ye nye free no so okay fine no problem ye de be kwa program na pray that I succeed nyame den so hweba na disaster ba na your media house mokota microphone some interview or to cover you will know the kind of person you are dealing with. That and you don't understand that it is your job. Them patch my phone number so you see some people need explanation to come to terms with reality. But your boy
right. Thank you very much, Alhaji Mohammed Nasser Ibrahim, Ashanti Regional NADMO boss, and Prince Tijani Ahmed Tijani ono PRO ono so ote nenka yadi si
no birthdays
mo birthdays na mamenfa eno entwaso na afi yentwaso ewo hanum se ya we say happy birthday enko emfa emma the kind of say happy birthday enko emfa emma so may your birthday, happy birthday to our lovely princess Inshiraba Ama Dapa. May your birthday be the beginning of a year filled with endless blessings, more favor, and a great future. May life lead you to great happiness, success, and grow in wisdom and understanding. Happy birthday, baby girl, from your parents to you. We so at the end we say justice. Okay, ono edia or the abrain. No, say happy birthday and comma. Okay, this one has been done already. Happy birthday, Efri Benis, any Bernice, Benis, any Bernice, to Peter Sampineke ASP, wishing him a happy birthday. God bless him and keep him. And also, Edia or the Abrain and Ono Sanso and we Efri Apple for head of programs Kessben 94.3 FM FJC. So please wish my daughter and last fruits Esther Jachiwa Jechu Chiba Mafu. Okay. A KG2 people of Baptist Educational Complex Asante Asokore. A happy birthday. Ayi apa mafu
mini apa
sa tetra ayo mate minimuda tetra so de semia mini pano no anyway ofa yeah dey see
anti birthdays no yes any if you die
we we mimi Kwabena Owusu Dankwah
kon yaba to so me chemi yaba ba fafia se wa
that's right
obom so Dwabe MP honorable Francis Ocha Okafo
okay
na me chemi near Amas bookshop or diary so drum piece at side or no so ma me da form a ne papa da form a me adrum a me dey da ko jache yakwa kuja ne kai
alright
nti yedbesia
yo
nti
ebesesia ofa ko fia na tene ai mana me ya na ise dwumede no ema na efiada Sergio Laka beto so now the midfield action atwa so Friday's edition questions and answers